Shanti. Good morning. Let's stabilize ourselves in the experience of being merged in the love of Baba. Today, we are revising the Murli dated 18th January 1973. The whole focus of this Murli is Baba giving us one virtue, which is the key to become close and equal to Baba. So, in the remembrance and love of Baba, we shall revise this Murli. Let's read the Murli together. The essence of the Murli is to be equal and close. Have you become those? Have you become those ones who stay in their stage of self-respect? So while we're reading this Murli, let's experience each word of this Murli. This is a small Murli that we are running in 2 days, but each word of this Murli is deep diving in the experience of the love with Baba. So, have you become those ones who stay in this stage of self-respect, spinners of the discuss of self-realization, and humble like Bab Dada? So the 3 things Baba is telling here is asking us to check, have we become those who stay in their stage of self-respect, spinners of the discuss of self-realization and humble, just like Bab Dada. The more you become like Bab Dada in the dharana of these special aspects, the closer you bring the time. How much time is left in order to recognize the time? How much time is left in order to recognize the time? To have the recognition of this is to have a similar stage in your dharana. Similar stage like whom? Similar stage like Bab Dada. To have the recognition of this is to have a similar stage in your dharana. Now, tell Baba how close the time is. Instead of asking Baba when the time will come, Baba is telling, you need to tell Baba how close the time is. If you are close to being similar, then you are also close to the time. If you are close to being similar, then you're also close to the time. Within this program, you have been given time to recognize your own self and to recognize the time through your own self. In this special month, that is the Avyakt month of January, you have to place 2 special things in front of you as your aim. What are these 2 things? One is love, and the other is to be absorbed in love. One is love, and the other is to be absorbed in love. That's being love lean. In your actions, words, connections, and relations, there has to be love. So when you speak with love, with all your connections and relationships, you are giving the experience of who you have been is being of love. So in your actions, words, connections, and relations, there has to be love. And in your stage, you have to be absorbed in love. And when you are absorbed in love, you will be always in the company of Dada and Baba. And then you will come in action, words, connections, and relationships, giving that experience. The lovelier someone is, the more absorbed in love that one can be. People have called this stage of being absorbed in love the stage of actually merging. So there are not two different people. Who I am is giving complete experience of oneness with Baba. They have simply caught hold of the expression being merged and have omitted in the love of the Father. So it's not been just merged, but being merged in the love of the Father. So in this month, that's in the month of January, you have to imbibe both these main specialities and become similar to Bab Dada. Bab Dada's main speciality, which has made all of you special, which has made you forget everything else and made you soul conscious, is this love and being absorbed in this love. Bab Dada's main speciality, which has made all of you special, which has made you forget everything else and made you soul conscious, is this love and being absorbed in this love. In 1 second, love made you aware of everything that you had forgotten over 5,000 years. It brought you into all relationships with the One and made you into a complete renunciate. Since with just one speciality, Baba made you belong to him in a second. What he said, one speciality? Unconditional love. Since with just one speciality, Baba made you belong to him in a second, have all of you also imbibed this one speciality and become similar to the Father? Let's take a moment of pause here and ask ourselves this question. Have I imbibed this one speciality of being love and become similar to the Father? Since you never saw the speciality as a percentage in Sakar Baba, you only saw him as being perfect in this. So too, you special souls who here become similar to the Father, should also be perfect in this. There should not be a percentage in this main speciality. You have to become perfect because it is through this that you will be able to awaken the fortune of other souls. What is the key to the lock on luck? So we shall stop here today and we shall continue the rest of the Murli tomorrow. Let's take few moments of silence and reflect on each point of the Murli, the deep diving space of what it means to be love. And then we come back sharing our reflection and experiences from this Murli. Om Shanti. You can unmute yourselves and share your takeaways today's Murli.
Om Shanti. Being absorbed in love is so great experience. To be lovely, uh, that stage heals us a lot. So being dived in Baba and mixed with his sweetness, completely forget everything, one and only Baba. In that stage, so peace, so healed, so beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, Sister Baba is today only speaking about being love. And being love, similar as Bab Dada, is to be merged in the love of one. And he says being love is something which is given you. So only when we, if you remember the first year from Raj Yoga and from there onwards our journey, we became Babas because of the unconditional love experience that we get at the center. So yeah, very truly said, sister, it's been merged in love is where we've forgotten all our pains. And even if there anything some on the pain side comes in, it takes us very less time to come out of it and generate ourselves back because we experience that love with an incorporeal father. Anybody else would like to share their takeaways?
Shanti. Baba says one is love, and the other is observed in love. That means lovely. So, so this is like being that stage completely lost in remembrance of one. And when we do that, is our action, words, everything will have a relation. And so stage will automatically um, our remembrance will automatically bring that stage, and we will experience that lovely stage with Baba. So for them, a remembrance becomes easy. So yesterday, Baba mentioned that yogi, and snehi. So this is really a stage of snehi where they forget the old world or the outside was. They have only merged in the love of one, loving stage. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Yes, brother, you caught up with few points on this where you mentioned being snehi. And I remember one of the class that Saurabhai has done on our group itself, where he's distinguished between what it means to be in sneha and being in prem. Sneha is something which is free from any strings attached. There is no attachment. There is just pure love that's falling on. And I be that instrument. It's only showering love. And you know how I see this while you were sharing being lost in love is actually I the soul have found myself in being love with Baba. It's only when I have found myself as who I am, is a soul with its pure qualities, the seven qualities that a soul imbibes in. And this stage of being a snehi, being lovely, is something which allows either soul to vibrate or ripple the same quality out in the world. So I just become the instrument of Baba, stabilizing in the stage of love and only giving love to the world. This is what the whole central idea of today's Murli is. Any other sharings?
And this love for God is, makes our remembrance easy to remember God's will. And as a result, a remembrance of God makes our life easy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
all expectations are from Almighty, right? There is nothing attached to people. You're only doing your part of work. You are playing your role with complete love, and there is no expectations, or there is no expectations of getting the expectations fulfilled because you know everything is coming to you from the Almighty Father. Yes, yes, Om Bhai.
Om Shanti. Uh, One reflection about is love is something like magic. Love makes one, this magic makes one equal to God, since God is love. We say God is love, uh, and to be, as you said, to lost. It's called lost in love. Lovely. Lost in love means we lose our body consciousness and our physical and subtle sense organs, and we get something. If we lose something, we gain what we get in return. We get unlimited soul consciousness, and love sees no boundaries. It's unlimited. Love leads to attainment of all powers. Yesterday, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, Murli, it was there that love is the key or the gateway to all the powers and the self sovereignty. And love means surrender. When we love means like whatever whom we love, whatever are his vision, his desires become our vision. We share the vision, we share the desires, we share the feelings. That is what is love all about. That's why it is a must mandatory ingredient mandatory power to be equal to and close to and equal to God. Be Om Shanti.
Yeah, therefore, Baba, if you look at this in the first sentence itself of this Murli, Baba says to check, have you become those ones who stay in this stage of self-respect, spinners of the discuss of self-realization and humble like Bab Dada. So it's not just been looking at these three things of staying in self-respect or becoming the spinners of the discuss of self-realization and being humble. But is it equal like Bab Dada is what he's asking. And as you rightly said, you know, being in love of someone is to also, you know, one of the parameters is to look at how much am I being equal to that person. You know, even in the Lokik world, we say um, the two people in love would always respect and want to become like the other person. Yes, Bhai.
Yes,
Very
and
good.
love also knows to give only. That is the speciality of love. Love symbolize represents giving. It doesn't expect anything. I mean, in return, it's not a business. Love is never a business. Just I'm bringing out the different attributes of love. Love means to give, and the ocean of love is God, Supreme Father, Shiv Baba. So He knows only to give. So same when we become equal to Him, our natural nature will be is to give. Just give it. So that is the attribute of love, which is a very important aspect of love. And second is when whoever is in love will always be happy. He'll be detached from the lower energy vibrations, lower world. He'll be like पाँव जमी पे नहीं टिकते, that song na, like an angel. He will fly. That soul will fly. Om Shanti.
Very deep reflection that you brought in, Mumbai, that love, one of the foundations of love is giving. And if we look at on the world ground today, there had been so many things which have been showing up in relationships, especially in the relationship of uh, marriage, where that percentage of divorce have been increased. And one reflection there is because there is a lot of expectation from the other person, and somewhere we had lost that quality of giving in being in love. So that was another thing which I was getting while you were bringing across the deeper sense of love, or what is the foundation love of love is giving. That was one thing which I wanted to share. Any other reflections? And I believe Chandrakala Ben, you had unmuted yourself. Would you like to share something?
Yes, sister. Om Shanti. Today my takeaway point is in your actions, words, connections, and relations, there has to be love. And in your stage, in present scenario, recently, even in Sakar Murli also, Baba is saying um, to give priority and equality, love and affection to even for all souls. Why? Because one word, one God, and we are children. Even yesterday's Sakar Murli. Yeah, actually, our actions and words today people are side cornered. But only we, Baba's children, we are bringing all the childrens, we are treating them even in our workstation, neighborhood, even in our relations. We are bringing everyone to the mainstream by giving Baba's introduction. So that is my takeaway point. Thank you. Actually, it's a very difficult task to treat equally. Today, we are the spirituality is nothing but it's a way of life and also treating everyone equally. So that is very difficult task. But only we, Baba's children, we are doing that. We are giving priority for everyone. We are showing love and affection because we are ancestral souls. We are ancestral souls. That's the reason Only for us it's possible to give love, affection to everyone, irrespective of their caste, community, state, language, everything. So that is my takeaway point. Thank you.
Yes, sister. I think anyone who's connected to the power of Baba and the love of Baba would be able to actually emit that in the world out. So, being love, imbibing this quality of always giving. Another reflection that I was getting while the sharings are going on is giving is possible when we really look at the qualities of being tolerant and patient. Most of the time, the reason why the giving becomes diluted is we give up by saying that, how much should I do? And then there comes this impurity in the world of giving, and hence impurity in the space of love.
One
Also
reflect.
in love, sister,
Yeah, yeah. Go
whether
ahead.
you all hardships and difficulties will be over. So the transformation is so fast and permanent because that deep experience creates a very dark impression, and it inspires us to do more, and in that stage of being absorbed in love. So all mehnat will be in over. So we'll be easily pulled towards Baba, and we want to be in that state uh, for all, forever. Mm, Also, that I had that experience.
Yes, so while you were sharing, Kartika, when there's another reflection is when you are in love of someone, the classic example in the way of Bhakti Marg is Mira's example. To be of to become Krishna's, to to experience that oneness with Krishna, she renunciated everything, all the luxuries of life, and she chose to be living the life that she lived like a sant. So that was one reflection when you said, when you are in love, you become like the other person, and there is a complete space of giving up things which doesn't resonate to that way of life. Just Om Bhai, you were sharing something.
Yeah, just one. Uh, yes, churning brings in lot more churning. As we get different perspective to love, really some new reflections come. So I thought I will just share that while you were speaking about love and power, these two are combination, very perfect combination. God's love and also power, because sometimes in love one may get carried carried away, and means the powerful stage is also required. So God's love and powers. Second is powerful stage also symbolizes soul conscious feelings, atmic bhav, and shubh bhavna, good wishes. So these are the outcome of a loveful soul who's in a powerful state. God love plus power will lead to always right action, correct decision. Okay.
While you were sharing, Om Bhai, another deeper reflection is when there is purity in love, and the love is with whom that defines your stage. So when we are in love with the Supreme, who's highest of the high, the only space from where we operate is going to be an empowering stage. Will be always goodness, blessing, and an attitude of giving that will shower. But if you otherwise look at love, which has been connected to maybe anything which is connected to worldly things, there's a possibility of being disempowered because there is attachment there. And wherever there is attachment, impurity will flow. So Baba always says you need to choose where you want to get attached to, the higher power, the higher flow of energy, or to lower energy. So he says, okay, if you want to get attached, then choose to get attached to something which will empower you, and in turn you empower the world. So that was one another reflection which came in while you were sharing this point, Mumbai.
Yeah. Thank you, Sister Kumshan.
This one chat message from Vinod Bhai, and I guess he's left at the moment. He says Baba talked about how people surrendered to Baba because there was unconditional love. I see nothing in that sense. Selfless and ever loving Baba is alike. So I guess what he means to say is there's only unconditional love of Baba which made his children. After 5,000 years, within a second, he could get all his children back to him. So the basis of that is unconditional love.
Actually, Mata symbolize mother. What Vinod Bhai might be hinting at is that mothers represent love. Actually, you see, na, mothers have got by nature love for the creation, and Atma also is a ma. So Atma by own nature, the soul by its inherent nature is loveful. Likes to, if given the uh, choice, Atma would soul would like to come back to the loveful stage after doing the role and all that. So that's our natural nature actually, and that's what Baba told us. The ocean of love told us that unconditional love is our natural nature, but because of the body consciousness and the role effect of actions and the results outcomes on the soul deviates from that inherent loveful stage and experiences suffering. Om
Yeah. However far we go from our natural self, we'll come back to our natural self. And the analogy that you brought in, that it's Atma, which also has a word of Ma incorporated in it. And Ma is always a symbol of unconditional love. So another reflection here is Atma is self mother. So if I can be self caring, self loving from the perspective of empowering self, I can bring in those qualities out. And I, the soul, have those 7 beautiful qualities that are my original qualities. And I have forgotten that because in last 63 births, I, the soul, have got caught up with the body consciousness. So this analogy that you brought in, of Atma, which has Ma in it, is a powerful context to always connect to the quality of unconditional love.
Radhamani sister has just shared a beautiful sharing that is different uh, forms of mother, Atma, drama. We may read that. That's very insightful. Om Shanti.
I'll read that. She's mentioned Atma, Brahma, Dharma. Dharma also, mother teaches so much. Radhamani sister, would you please elaborate this point of Dharma also, mother teaches so much? What do you mean by that?
Sister, I mentioned only drama. Drama is also a mother.
Okay, okay. So drama also mother teaches so much means drama is a mother that teaches us so much. That's what you mean to say? Yes, sister?
No,
Yes, she means.
sister. Just I mentioned. I don't have that much of churning capacity. Just I mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a reflection that drama also teaches us so much. And one reflection is even in the scene of drama, can I be in the state of love all the time? Whatever drama shows up, can I stand of being love while I'm performing my role or seeing the external scenes of drama? Nice reflection, sister. There's another point that Ami Ben has put across. She mentions ABCD of love is acceptance, belongingness, caring, and yet detached. If I get attached, then love gets perverted into expectations and holding on. This is very sweet and deep. Amiben, if you want to share anything further on this, if anybody else want to reflect on what she has mentioned, you're open to share your thoughts. ABCD of love. Wow, it's a lovely reflection. Any thoughts on that? Would anybody like to elaborate or share anything further on that?
Also, sister, in love, we feel so protected and that caring, that protection, and with each relation, again, the love, we feel different experiences, uh, different dimensions of love. We are satisfied. Actually, we, the souls, are in great thirst of that love. Only with by diving into Baba, we feel we can quench our thirst. So no more questions with Baba. I want that like anything. No more conversations will be going, and we got solutions. And I fully absorb, like the mango has its sweetness with its own. So like that, we can't separate that sweetness from mango. So that much level we have to be mixed with Baba. I cannot be separated from Baba no more. So only myself and Baba, and I don't know anything. Even my or I, there is no nothing. In Bhakti, how they are telling that Atma say mix. The sannyasis they are doing we have to mix with Parandam itself. Like that, we have to get fully solved, uh, fully forget everything. That much quest, thirst we are having inside. So only with Baba we can satisfy, and in no bodily relations we cannot achieve that. And that absorption has a lot of solutions for all our problems, and that protection actually we feel to be the great. Thank you, sir.
Very true, sister. It's like always experiencing in the stage of being combined gives the experience of being love. Very, very deep point, sister. Thank you so much. Now let's stabilize ourselves and on the tune of the song, experience the love of Baba.
जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे, जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे, वर्णन करूं मैं कैसे मुख से। जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे, वर्णन करूं मैं कैसे मुख से। ये दिल जानता है बाबा, दिखता है जो नैनों के नूर से। जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे, मुझको इतना सम्मान दिया, मेरे लाडले कह दुलार दिया। मुझको इतना सम्मान दिया, मेरे लाडले कह दुलार दिया। मेरे इन भूलों को माफ किया और दिव्य गुणों से श्रृंगार किया। सांसों में समाए हो बाबा, भूल सकते नहीं तुम्हें भूल से। जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे, तन है यहाँ मेरा मन है वतन, उड़ता हूँ मैं अब बाबा के संग। तन है यहाँ मेरा मन है वतन, उड़ता हूँ मैं अब बाबा के संग। प्रभु प्रेम की इन किरणों से गद गद हो रहा है अंग अंग। अब पैर ज़मीं पे नहीं रहते, जब छूटा माया के चंगुल से। जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे, वर्णन करूं मैं कैसे मुख से। ये दिल जानता है बाबा, दिखता है जो नैनों के नूर से। जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे।
Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Can you share this song in groups?
Sure. Can you just message? I'll send you on the group. Okay. So let's stabilize ourselves today for the whole day of being in love with the Supreme. Let's stay in that experience and check every minute thing that we're doing at a subtle level, even on our thought level, that there is love all the way through, and have this experience complete for herself of being one with the Father. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. We shall meet tomorrow morning to simmer ourselves in continuation of this Murli. filled with love. Om Shanti.